Hello everyone, and welcome back to another This Week in Destiny update. Now, full warning right off the bat, just in case, because I know some people that might have that issue. If you are a person of arachnophobes or any kind of fear of bugs, be warned. You're going to see some of the stuff for Festival of the Lost, which the armor theme was essentially bugs slash arachnids. So, on that note, just going forward. Now, topics for this week, Festival of the Lost, of course, because that is upcoming. Update from the PvP Strike team, which I hope that's two separate things. Commemorating the crafting, more on that later, and any sparrow is always on time if you're brave enough, and player support report for update on known issues, as well as the average movie and art of the weeks. Now let's get into it. So, to whom it may concern, and basically Festival of Lost is going to be active for the next couple of weeks. Every 3 week, or for every event, it lasts 3 weeks. There's going to be some limited time cosmetics as usual. Eerie Engrams, a new type of engrams for 2023. Eerie Engrams have 2 uses. Players can use them to crack open individually for some treats, or use them as currencies for a hocus focusing, which we'll learn more soon. Now, how to earn Eerie Engrams. Eerie Engrams will have a chance to drop upon completion of the Haunted Lost Sectors. Legend Haunted Lost Sectors will have a higher chance of dropping Eerie Engrams. Hocus Focusing. Ava Levante has seen what Rahool has been offering for this season with exotic focusing and decided that she'll offer her own spooky twist on the mechanic. During Festival of Lost, Eva will also offer players the opportunity to acquire exotic armor with 4 focusing categories in addition to the legendary weapons from the Eerie Engram. The engram can be opened for just a higher candy cost. Exotic arms, Eerie Engram, as well as legs, helmet, and chest. So there's also that. However, it will cost an Eerie Engram for exotic arms and 2,500 candy, an Eerie Engram and 2,500 candy for exotic legs, and everything else. And for a random Festival Lost weapon, it will be 1 Eerie Engram and 500 candy, while a specific weapon will be 1 Eerie Engram and 1,000 candy. So if you actually want to use the event to grind out some armor rolls or rolls of the gear, you're going to want to focus on earning candy as much as Eerie Engrams, because even though it's only 1 per, candy is going to be what's run through here. Special notes. Players must have the expansion that the exotic armor is tied to be eligible to drop from Hocus Focusing. So if you don't have Shadowkeep, you won't get Phoenix Cradle or anything from that year. Required expansions for each exotic armor piece are listed further below. The Forsaken pack counts towards the Forsaken expansion requirement. Players who do not need to have the acquired exotic armor previously for it to be eligible... players will not need to have acquired the exotic armor previously to be eligible to drop. So if you're looking for something new still, this is a good way to go for it. This means that players who are still missing exotic armor have a chance... Yep, what I just said. Players will only receive exotic armor for the class they are currently playing while interactive for Hocus Pocusing. So if you need to rotate to a different character, go ahead and do it. And I guess we're getting a look right here at the new weapon this year. It is a Void Grenade Launcher by the look of it. Here's hoping it's something decent. And the weapons will be the Heavy Cosmic Grenade Launcher, the Horror Story, Jurassic Green, and Macabre. Oh no, no more Braytech Werewolf. Sad. That was one thing I was looking forward to having brought back. Damn it. But aside, so yeah, the new Heavy Grenade Launcher, the Horror Story Auto Rifle, the Jurassic Green Pulse Rifle in the energy slot, as well as the Macabre Sniper Rifle. And then exotic arms going forward. Hunters can get Aeon Swift, Mechaniers Trickseeve, Sealed Ahamkara Grasp, Shinobu's Vow, Young Ahamkara Spine from base. Forsaken requires, to get Shards of Galanor, Oathkeepers, Khepri's Sting, or Liar's Handshake, you need Forsaken. Beyond Light, you need for Athers's Embrace, you need Beyond Light. For Caliban's Hand and Renewal Grasp, you'll need the Witch Queen. And for Titans, ACD, Feedback Fence, Aeon Safes, Ashen Wake, Doomfangs, Syntheseps, and Warn Gods are all base here. If you will need Forsaken if you want Ursa Furiosos or Strongholds. Shadowkeep if you want Titan's Ramparts, and for Beyond Light to get Icefall and no backup plans. Then for Second Chance and Aeon Soul, oh, wait, that's the next thing. And then Second Chance for the Witch Queen. And then, oddly enough, out of order, you need the... that's actually wrong. Aeon Soul is a base game, so you don't need Witch Queen. Just hope Bungie edits that soon. But aside from that, Aeon Soul, Claws of Ahamkara, Karnstein's Sunbracers, Ophedia's Aspect, Winter's Guile, all that is base game, no DLC required. Forsaken is needed for Controverse Hold, Getaway Artist, and Beyond Light for Necrotic Grips and Nothing Manacles, and then Witch Queen for Osmiomantic Gloves. So on that front, that's everything you need to get these random drops. I think some things might just be generic, however. Some of it is still looking to be Lost Sector specific, though, at the same time, because I know Icefall was a random drop. Or, actually, no, Icefall was a Lost Sector drop at the time. It's hard to say, but we'll see more going forward. Then for, well, there's actually the full list here. Exotic legs. You need... base game is Frosties, Geminis, Lucky Pants, Orpheus Rigs, Stompies. You need Shadowkeep for Bombardiers, Beyond Light for Star Eaters, and Radiant Dance Machines. For Titans, Dune Marchers, Lion Rampants, Mark 44s, Peacekeepers, that is base game. Forsaken for Antaeus Wards, Peregrine Greaves, Phoenix Cradle, and Beyond Light for Path of the Burning Steps. For Warlock, it is Lunafaction Boots and Transversus Steps base game. Forsaken for Geomags, Shadowkeep for Prometheum Spur, and Beyond Light, Boots of the Assembler, Witch Queen, Seek Enfillments, and Rain of Fire. So I'm going to be naming out a lot of exotics here, just keep track of them. For the exotic armor, for Hunters, base game will be Celestial Nighthawk, Foe Tracer, Graviton Forfeit, Knucklehead, Worm Husks, and for Shadowkeep you'll need Shadowkeep for Assassin's Cowl, Beyond Light for Mask of Bacchus, Witch Queen for Blight Ranger. For Titans, base game is Insurmountable Skullfort, Eternal Warrior, Helm of Saint 14, Kepri's Horn, Mask of the Quiet One. You will need Forsaken to get One-Eyed Mask, Beyond Light for Precious Scars, and the Witch Queen for Lordly Splendor. And going to Warlocks, base game is Apotheosis, Veil, Crown of Tempest, Eye of Another World, Nezarec Skin, Skull of Dire Ahamkara, and the Stag, and Verity's Brow. You'll need Forsaken for Astrocide Burst, Shadowkeep for Fellwinter's Helm, Beyond Light for Dawn Chorus, and Witch Queen for Fallen Sunstar. And chest plates, getting through all of it. Base game Hunter for Lucky Raspberry, Ophidius Faith, Raiden Flux, Dragon Shadow. You'll need Forsaken for Six Coyote and Quizen Vest, Shadowkeep for Raiju's Harness, Beyond Light for Omnioculus, and Witch Queen for Gerfalcon's Halberick. Titan, you'll need for the base game Actum Warwick, Armamentarium, Crest of Alpha Lupi, Hollowfire Heart. You'll need Forsaken for Heart of Inmost Light, Shadowkeep for Severance Enclosure, Beyond Light for Curious of the Falling Star, Witch Queen for Hoarfrost Z, Sanguine, and for Warlocks, base game Sanguine Alchemy, Starfire Protocol, Vesper Radius, Wings of Sacred Dawn. You'll need Forsaken for Chromatic Fire and Phoenix Protocol, Shadowkeep for Stormdancer's Brace, and Beyond Light for Mantle of Battle Harmony. One more thing going into PvP. Mementos, let's see. Then you're going to like the Haunting New Dropping Festival. Lost. Okay, so if they're adding a new limited time event memento, they need to stack. We cannot only have just one. Because, Bungie, listen to me now. If you add a limited time memento that has a cool look and shader, if it's only around for 3 weeks, people are going to literally have to grind their ass off and replace every single memento if they like that better. Otherwise, people are going to get super pissed if they can't stack, because then you're going to be getting one at a time. I really hope Bungie is listening when I say this. But then, a beautiful PvP Strike Team update, checkmate spawning, and more. So, we heard you like checkmate. We want to make sure the tuning is just right, so please bear with us as we make frequent iterative changes. So, some of the changes you expect to see soon: hand cannons will 3 tap at any resilience, rapid fire pulse rifles will 3 burst at 6 resilience, a variety of that. Now, there is going to be a lot of words here, so I'm just going to skip to the end. Next season, things to look forward to: Crucible playlist reorganizing, including a 3v3 rotator. Crucible, competitive Crucible changes, including weapon focusing, rank adjustments, and 3v3 countdown rush. Trials, flawed card rewards for win streaks less than 7. More checkmate modes, including Dominion, 3v3 Clash, and Skirmish, providing more details in the future. So, if you were around, or in case you didn't, the crafting was a kind of goofy weekend where players were able to take any crafted weapon and mix-match them with a variety of things. The most common occurrence was that people put aggressive frame shotgun on anything, multiply the bullets fired times 9, and put some infinite ammo things on there. So, if you were around during that time, it seems that anyone who played during the crafting will actually receive an emblem in commemoration of it, which is a pretty cool looking one, but at the same time, oh, that's actually great. I see Amit right there with a that's a nice little note right there. And then drive responsibly. Let's see, what is this? Always on time is our beloved Sparrow for a few reasons, but the primary one is the speed. There are so many other amazing vehicles to cruise around the galaxy in, so if you don't choose extended or efficiency, went up both. Beginning in Season 23, we're making that need for speed universal across all Sparrows. Thank you! As much as I love Always on Time, it's been annoying driving the same one just because it's the fastest. So yeah, Sparrows will be getting faster again. And then going into player support reports, closing the chapter on groups. Of November 14th, groups, then known as chapters, were created to help foster our community. Throughout the years, groups have been virtually important to Bungie.net, creating the first forums for the website. However, for the past decade, group usage has slowly been decreasing to the point where we believe it's time to say goodbye. Within the past 6 months, out of the 5.1 million groups that have been created, only 65 were active with at least one post in them. Breaking that down further, only 16 of them were active in the past month. 10 of those had over 10 posts in them, and only 3 broke over 100 posts. Decisions did not come lightly. We're beginning to postpone it for several years, but our website's meant future hosting, multiple IPs will upgrade and begin to process. So if you are looking forward to groups, they are unfortunately ending. So I didn't even know that was in existence. So some known issues. Some weapons purchased from Banshee can have a different masterwork than displayed. Osmosis perk is not successfully activated on all weapons. The Ascension Major Arcana card's buff is not applying scores to enemies. Notice that. Suppression or jolt effects can sometimes apply to allies in Seventh Inspire. Unended exotic rewards or ornaments can sometimes show as available in the appearance screen, but cannot be equipped. Hive Swords will occasionally consume a player's enlightenment, but fail to pick up in the Crota's reprised raid. And Photonic Vest Chest Hunter is also unable to be transmogged. Also, to add to it, Root of Nightmares is still missing its challenge modes, and Hierarchy of Needs occasionally is inconsistent when spawning its guidance ring. Just to throw a few personal things I've been seeing up there. And then from that, we also have arts and movies of the week. As usual, ooh, that's nice and spooky. Creepy Eris Morn. But on that, that's pretty much the whole TWAB. So, if you wanted to double back and you're somebody I'm assuming a person just got into Destiny, if you only have so many DLCs, they gave the full list here if you want to go back through it to see what exotic armor is available. And in case you wanted to research what that armor does ahead of time, light.gg is always a good place to search. If you don't know what that place is, let me just plug in my keyboard right here. 1 second. In case anyone is looking for info, if you go to light.gg, that'll take you to basically a Destiny site where it's a lot more databases of currently available things, weapon rolls, and the long variety of stuff. Now, going backwards before advertisement starts taking over my screen. With that, that is the end of this week in Destiny. Festival Lost is coming up, and it actually sounds like they're giving us a reason to play other than just going for a seal. With that, my name is Mad Scorpion, and I will see you in the next video.